So let's talk about the NFL and Antonio Brown. Okay, so in the house that we were in, okay, there was a chef. I was actually probably paying the rent for this chef.
Yeah, you were.
To live in this house, potentially. There's a quarters, actually, that Zito was living in.
That's right.
This chef, I think, potentially moved in afterwards down there in Davis Island area in Tampa Bay.
Nice kitchen, too.
Very nice.
Very
kitchen.
nice kitchen.
I mean, the quarters was a good walk. And then there was a courtyard that was just maybe the coolest thing.
Beautiful.
It's a great house. I mean, the live-in chef had a great house to live in, I think.
yeah.
If it is the house that we were paying for him to live in with Antonio Brown.
Right, it is.
Okay, so you know that's where we'll start this whole thing. But
Come on, we gotta pay the damn chef. Let's start there, man. We got Pat paying the rent.
So is that what happened? I didn't get to dive into this enough. I was tagged in a bunch of. I was in the middle of something last night, so I wasn't able to be on the internet as much. Like the Brian Kelly thing, which I can't wait to get your take on. The Brian Kelly situation hit yesterday on the internet. I wasn't in the live. I got kind of bummed that I missed out. And then whenever I got back onto the internet, Aaron Rodgers was the #1 trend. I was getting added by a lot of people. Antonio Brown and a couple others were suspended for 3 games. I was like, what the fuck? What happened out here? Okay, so the fake Vax card snitch deal with the live-in chef has made its way to the NFL, and these 3 guys are now suspended 3 games for this. AB, I think Ian Rappaport maybe knew this was coming because yesterday he said, it seems like he's not going to be back for some time. The heel that was supposed to be 3 weeks is now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, he was kind of. I think he maybe knew something was in the pipeline. But 3 game suspension for those 3 dudes, and Aaron Rodgers got nothing. My take on this quickly before yours, and I'm excited to hear what you think as well. Aaron Rodgers lied to the people and to the media. Okay, so the people in the media punished him, by the way, and they did. AB, in this particular sense, if I'm getting it all right, he lied to Roger Goodell, right? And that's where Roger Goodell's like, hey, you remember you write emails about me, what happens? Okay, there's 650,000 of them. You write a fucking email about me, remember? See ya. And all your emails are coming out. I think that is the difference in this whole thing. But the vaccination, protocol suspension here is definitely getting a bit cloudy in there. Definitely getting a bit cloudy.
Yeah, it's obviously we're still in a really weird time, still in the pandemic, and obviously the vaccine and the protocols and not the mandates in the league, but if you didn't get it, the type of day your schedule, how shitty it will be. So a lot of people essentially forced to get it if you're going to show up to your job. And it's not just NFL. I got one of my friends text me today that works for this huge company. He's like, hey, today they're firing all the fake vax employees, fake vax cards employees. So this isn't something that's just happening. But, when people have money, people have access, people can make a call to somebody. You can go to your damn barber and say, hey, I got this job, I got this gig, I need a card. So that's probably what AB did, and it probably would have never came out if, like I said, if you'd have paid the chef. I think it's bad that he did it, obviously, but this is going on a lot more places than NFL locker rooms. That's just the unfortunate reality that we're living in when you have to, make a decision between your livelihood or not. People are going to do some things that, necessarily don't look great. So not good, not a good look for AB at all, especially with his past, but he'll be out 3 more weeks. And, 6 weeks from now, he'll probably be catching passes in the playoffs. So we won't even be talking about that.
Yeah, I agree. We have to live the day-to-day news cycle. And it is so fascinating because Roger Goodell probably had to make a statement here, to the entire, to the NFL and the world, by the way, because like you're saying, this is everywhere. And as soon as I got the vaccine and then they gave me the card, I thought back to when I was 15 years old and trying to find a fake ID. And I was like, this is just a fucking, this in 2021, this could be, and that's everybody's immediate thought, I think, that has maybe not the purest soul whenever they got their vaccination card. And then it's now, I guess, starting to trickle out much further after than I expected. Yeah. But I guess they have a way to catch people. D-Buddy, is there
the NFL, the Tampa Bay Bucks came out and said they didn't find any discrepancies at first. It obviously got through. So the price, whoever sold this to AB, the price just went up. This thing is good. This thing cleared a couple protocols. I think somebody snitched. It happens.
Somebody so AB had to say he did it.
Take the fall. Obviously, it is what it is. That's what happens, and especially you don't pay your debts, man. It get grimy in these streets. So I think that's a big lesson that needs to be learned here.
Well, again, by the way,
I hate
not the first time.
This is not the first time just pay.
Pay the man his money.
It's easy.
Just pay. I mean, he's living in your house.
Yeah.
Cooking your food.
He's got his own quarters, I guess, over there. And I assume there was some sort of arrangement or agreement, and you got a bunch. You're going to have a bunch forever because you work your ass off. You're incredible at football.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't have to pay first month's rent.
Yeah.
Or second or third.
And by the way, a couple things. Don't have live-in chef life if you don't want to pay live-in chef life. You know, like there's a couple of those things. Now, maybe there was an agreement and the live-in chef was like, nah, remember there's extra noodles, you know.
Come on.
You know, that whole thing. You never know how that whole thing could go. I guess we haven't heard AB's side of the entire.
True.
I don't know how that's going to go, but